This is very scary. Today we are going to be reviewing Kraken by George Moakley, and we are going to be doing the Grimace's birthday shake. This is new. It's been sold out of a lot of locations, and I was able to get my hands on one. So without further ado, let's get into it. Let's sip a milkshake and get into a story. It's got a very blueberry cherry flavor with vanilla ice cream. It tastes like McDonald's vanilla ice cream, really. But by no stretch of the imagination is it bad. It's actually fairly good. This book, I met this author at Phoenix Fan Fusion, and I was just going around the table and I saw the artwork and it really caught my eye. It was very creepy, very well done. The thing is, I didn't know what to expect. I knew it was going to be a science fiction novel. The author told me he had a history in, or background in evolutionary biology, and I thought it would be very interesting. I thought it would be very well done, and I was right. This was a novel that was very well done. I did enjoy the fact that our main character, Elka, I hope I'm pronouncing that right, is a black female. She is a very strong black female protagonist who has short blonde hair, and I love that. And she's not young, she's an older woman, and I felt like this was a very strong character to start with. So the planet is called Eden, and Eden is the first planet that may house human life. We've essentially destroyed planet Earth in a lot of ways, and we've just been living on different planets amongst the stars, which are under domes because, of course, air issues and amongst other ecological or environmental concerns. So what happens is most humans are kind of living underneath domes, and this is maybe their first chance to live on a planet that they don't have to do that. And the world is very excited about it, and they call it Eden. And it has rainforest, it has water. I think there are deserts there. I know some places in the novel it's described as having like snowy mountains, so it's a very beautiful terrain, it seems like. So the name that George Moakley chose as Eden was very appropriate. So as we move forward in the novel, these people go there and chaos ensues, and it is a science fiction horror novel. I will say that I'm not a horror reader, but what I can tell you is that this was so well done. It definitely made my skin crawl. It made me uncomfortable at some points, but as an objective reader, a good horror novel does that. This was excellent science fiction horror. This was some of the best I've ever seen. And like I said, I'm not avidly into it, but I have, I do peek through horror sometimes. I'm a fan of classical horror, such as Edgar Allan Poe or like Bram Stoker or something like that. But this has more of an alien, a creepy alien who wants to consume organic matter feel to it, So it definitely was very creepy. It was very it really got under my skin. There's a lot of things in here that are going to stay with me. It's very freaked out. It's very gross. There's a lot of messed up things going on in here. It looks like just a nice little science fiction situation. No, this is a very very detailed sci-fi horror waiting to cause you nightmares tonight. So that's really what's going on with George Moakley's novel. But I can't say enough good things about it, because even though this is not my genre, this is a genre that is extremely popular, and I do think that this is a very excellent version of something like that. He had spent a lot of time considering what these creatures would look like and what they would, how their digestive systems would work. So I do think that this is a very excellent, genius piece of work. He had said in the back that this is his first novel, which I find that incredible. This was very well done, even just in the sense of like, and the dialogue and the way that people talk to one another and the way that they address one another. It was fun. It was interesting, and it was well paced. I will say that. If at the beginning it wasn't at the beginning, I think he was trying very hard to set the stage, and that came off as very clunky. But moving forward after that 90 pages, it was 260 pages of you can't put it down. This is very interesting, because after page 90 is when they actually go to planet Eden, and they're observing the planet, and they're in boats on the water, diving into the waters, seeing what's in there. That's when things start to get really exciting, and that's why I say that was the mark for me. I am a scaredy cat, and that's why I don't like horror. So I don't like the feeling this novel gave me, because it's really, really good horror, and I don't like horror. But I can tell you, I do like this author, and I do think he did a great job. And for someone who said it's his first novel coming out of the gate, I think that this was an exceptional piece of work, something that he should be very proud of. The pages were very glossy, but I didn't particularly enjoy that. If there were a lot of images in here, maybe, because it shines a light and it makes it a little difficult to read, you know, and the feel of it, regular pages would have been just fine. However, it is a very beautiful book. It's a beautiful hardcover copy, and George just gave me one when he found out that I did a review channel, so that was really nice of him. He could have done an electronic copy, but, you know, I think he's very proud of this book, and he should be. Bravo to you, George. You made an exceptional novel, and I do think that you should continue to write, and more along the lines of this particular story, sci-fi horror, because I am a fan. I don't think I'll be reading part 2 because I'm kind of, I think it'll give me nightmares enough now, but I know a lot of people that would. You've done a great job, and this is a great creature monster novel. Exceptional. I feel like this novel deserves 4 stars. It's not my type of novel. I do think the beginning needed to be different. It was very clunky and scientific, like I said, but it was still good. It was still very interesting. I know a lot of people are in science fiction genres. They're very adamant about people paying attention to details. So there are some people that would not mind that at all. In fact, praise that. And I don't see anything wrong with that. Just for me, it was a little hard, but for everything else, just having a strong female main character, and having a lot of interesting background to this world that he built, and just making an absolutely terrifying creature, and also excellent writing behind it. This gets 4 stars. It was very, very good. I highly recommend picking it up if you like sci-fi horror. An excellent work all the same. As for the shake, it wasn't really worth all the fuss. It's mostly vanilla with maybe like a hint of cherry blueberry or something like that, but it's not to the point where it's like delicious or something like that. It's just good, not anything to lose your head over, or, you know, like what happened with Popeye's chicken sandwiches where people were shooting each other in parking lots. That's not for this. This is okay. I do like it, but a chocolate shake from McDonald's is a little bit better. So, in my opinion, just for the high barometer, I'm going to give it 3 stars. It's nothing special. It's fair. So there's a 3-star drink. So with that being said, thank you guys so much for watching. This has been an incredible book to review. It's been a good day to get, you know, this very hard to obtain drink. I look forward to sipping a beverage and getting into a new story with you soon. Take care.